Go ahead.
It's Lou, y'all.
And welcome, everyone. As you can see, there are some changes to season 3.
A little bit.
It'll be just me and Marlu. And of course, if y'all watched the video previously, you already know. Hopefully, we see Doris like come in and out here and there. But until then, y'all stuck with us. So
It ain't the worst thing in the world.
it's not.
Yeah.
So let's start with gratitude. Would you like to go first? Should I go?
Yeah, sure, I'll go first. I'm grateful for Miss Ashley. She is like, she's just the energy. She's the little engine that could. She is the glue in everything. She is a motivator, self-motivator. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Don't act like you don't know who you are. You're amazing. And for a litany of things that could just be a whole season worth of talking, I am grateful for her.
Oh my goodness. I didn't expect that. Wow. I mean, and then now you're making this gratitude so much more easier for me because I am super grateful for my Lubu who has been there for me countless times over and over again. And being that grounded person, that grounded force in my life, someone who I can always run to for advice and yeah, for many more years of friendship too, as well. So, yeah, ooh, this felt all good in the soul. Wow. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I like that, and I think that's a good segue to our
Yeah.
topic. So
Mm.
I feel like y'all, we haven't been around for the past few months. We like to enjoy our summer, so we need to catch up. We got to catch y'all up. We got to catch each other up. We just got to catch
Yeah.
up. So, I mean, tell me, girlfriend, how was your summer? How has it been? What's going on?
Girl, so this summer, I was out here a little bit. I was out here in ways that I didn't, think I would be, and I will, give y'all a little more highlights and tidbit in my Lou taught y'all, and my Lou taught you. But the girl was in colonizer land, girl. I went and took myself. I went and took myself to Europe, girl. I had honestly, I've never intended to go there. I would probably see the world twice over and I'm like, okay, I'll stop by there. I didn't feel like in my mind I wanted to go see old shit and just, I don't know, Americans with an accent. I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but I was impressed. Like maybe one or two places, like, oh, sure, let me go eat, pray, love it up real quick and, in like Italy or something. But it was never my intention. And my cousin was like, she lives in Germany. I think y'all remember her. We'll catch up with her later in the season 2. And she was like, come on, there's a festival going on. And it happened to be Afro Nation. So I was like, why not have the Black people bring me over to Europe? And so I did that. I went to a couple of countries and I really enjoyed it. Like, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the people, the weather, the food, the quality of the food. Just like the ease and getting away and like so many different walks of life being in such a place. And certain places felt like a little New York because we get a whole mix of everything, but it was lovely. It was great. I'd do it again. I will do it again. And it just made me want to be like, let's do more places. Let me go back to here. So I had a good old time. Good old time.
Oh, nice. You're making me feel like I should visit Europe because Europe was like, it's honestly on the bottom of my to go continents.
Exactly.
Cared to go there too much, but I mean, after your experience now, I should start thinking of it in a different light. And even when I thought about Europe, I always thought of like Croatia or
Ah,
or
yeah.
thinking, Nothing really.
Yeah, we gotta do like the Med. We gotta do Ibiza. We gotta do, we gotta. Yeah, I got a whole itinerary now. It's bad. It's real bad.
Right. So yeah, that's super dope. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't say anything to. I mean, I was traveling myself. I went to Turks and Caicos.
Oh,
I went to Turks and Caicos.
oh. What's more exotic? Tell us about it.
Turks and Caicos. I wasn't there the same time as Drake and Popcorn, so please, people, don't think I was there the same weekend as them. I was not. I wasn't.
So we need
I
an
was getting,
authentic experience.
I was getting those legit questions like, "Wait, are you there like with Drake?" And I was like, "No, I'm not there, and I don't think I would see them anyway." But I just want to let y'all know, no, I was not there that same weekend. But yeah, I went to Turks and Caicos with one of my girlfriends who I've known forever, and it
Yes.
was such a good time. Like Turks and Caicos, they know how to have a good time. I'll say that for sure. What you call it now? I went to maybe three spots. Like every night we went to a different spot, and it's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I'm thinking of it's like not coming to me right now. It'll come back to me
Right.
later. But the spot that I will not forget is Noah's Ark.
But
So, if you
who's
guys are
that?
going to Turks and Caicos, if you guys want a Sunday fun day, if you guys need to have a good time, y'all make sure y'all get on that little boat and head to Noah's Ark. Okay, you will not be disappointed. You will. I'm rest assured you will have a good time.
All right.
Okay, like it was like a floating party. Like it has like a little. It's out in the water. It's a party out.
Girl, you know I get a little seasick sometimes, so
No, so you have to take like a boat to the actual place. Like it's
okay.
yeah, it's actually like a place. Don't worry, it's there standing. But they
Yes.
also have part of the water too as well. They actually have like tables in the water. The water is pretty shallow. Yeah.
Oh,
So it was pretty dope. I had a really good time. Shout out to the dudes that were helping us navigate along the way that weekend too, as well. They were really. You always gotta know some.
love a good
You
yeah.
have to know locals. Have to know
Yes.
locals.
Girl, child, talk about it. They make an experience.
Experience. They help you just get to know this place and that place. So you have to know the locals. And
Yes.
it was just the water is that blue. It's one of the best
I love
waters
that.
I've seen to date.
It's a good eye.
It's
Yes.
so beautiful. I definitely did the photo shoot with the looking glass. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it on Instagram.
Snatch, looking good.
Hmm
Mm,
I'm sure I
okay.
posted it on our. If y'all haven't seen it, be professional. Look
Yes.
at it. I definitely posted it. So definitely do that. I went kayaking as well. I mean,
Okay.
it was definitely a good time. I mean, granted, I'm not gonna say Turks and Caicos is cheap. It is not exactly super cheap. So, save
Okay.
some coins and like just you deserve, y'all. You deserve. So
Yes, and there's always different times of the year. Listen, just like okay, I don't know if I went during the cheapest time because I went in like end of June, July, and then I feel like August was a hot mess. Like people was like planes wasn't moving because the heat was too much, and I missed that, and like things with luggage. So if you can have the carry on, I'd say do that. But there's this thing I forgot what it's called. Like the shoulder season, and it's kind of like that the end of summer, like September, where it's still really nice, but their tourism isn't as high, so you get to enjoy all of the amazingness with still the good sunny weather, but not all the craziness and not all the people there, and cheaper because it's like they're trying to get those tickets moving, and like I think I'm gonna try that next time. Like my kids was already like, "So, mommy, we turning 10 next year. What we doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, what we
the
doing?"
people is about it. They they already
My
know that they want to be somewhere Them double digits.
Yeah,
Them double digits.
I mean, they have expressed needs and wants for Paris, so I'm not. I don't know. We're gonna figure something out. We're gonna figure something out.
We we.
I know. Let me tell y'all, it is when y'all going somewhere, like clearly, I guess as Americans, we're not taught languages that much or that it's important, but as you know, West Indian people and I, being Haitian, I speak, a language or two and pick some up along the way. It goes a very long way. Because when you go to other people's countries, especially when it's like, unfortunately, not like the Caribbean where they're looking to cater to Americans or whatever, these people don't care if you don't speak their language. They're going to speak their language. You're not here to kiss your ass and, keep you in your comfort zone. Like, thankfully, in Portugal, where I went, I was able to use some of my Spanish and they spoke English. In Spain, I was in Barcelona. Girl, my como estás was they was off. They was going. My Spanish game was on point. It's on point. But when I was in the Netherlands, and I'm like, they have to speak English because who else outside of the Netherlands and maybe Angola who speaks Dutch? I learned the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
I learned the hard way. I was like, out of everybody, y'all the ones who's, but I ain't gonna be mad. Hold on to your culture, speak your language. It's, I decided to go to that country. That's on me to be able to communicate. But I would say open your horizons. Like, it's beautiful. Like, even my cousins, they're from Canada, so I'm able to get my little French on. And I was with my cousins, children, and they were speaking French because that's what they speak. And they were just so excited, like, yo, Ma, he's speaking French. Like, I'm just like, yo, I really need to step it up. I need to step up for my kids and all that stuff. But I have a question. What is the culture and like, what do they speak in? I've never met someone from Turks and Caicos. Out of all the islands that be up in New York, I don't think I've ever met someone from Turks and Caicos.
Right. And I mean, granted, I met a lot of people from Turks and Caicos, but a lot of them weren't born in Turks and Caicos. They were either from like Haiti. I met a lot of Haitians in Turks and Caicos. I mean, there were some. Yeah, I met quite a few. But yeah, there was some people who weren't born there and they kind of just migrated there. And then I met a few people who are like from Turks and Caicos, but a lot of them weren't born there. At least that's the impression I got to along the way. And they're like, no, I'm Haitian or I'm such and such, or I've been moving. I lived out here for how long now? And, I heard a lot of Creole in my experience there.
You see? I'm telling
Yeah.
you, when I was in St. Louis, that's what got me around the island. I picked someone speaking that good Creole, girl. I said, hold on. Come on, fam. And they took care of me good, child. Number two, Haitians is really out here.
We're everywhere. Y'all are everywhere. Y'all are everywhere. So I hit them with a little Kijanouye. I hit them with the little that I know. Make them feel like, I'm with them.
That's all you need. Right there, you taking care of, boo, you family. That's it.
Well, that's all I needed. I was like, but yeah, I met just a diverse people there from different islands living there and everything. So I thought that was pretty interesting too. But I met quite a bit of Haitians, and I feel like any island I've been to, I've met some Haitians. So
yeah, we don't make a living somewhere, child. Home is rough. So yes.
yeah. So, but yeah, that was like one of my traveling experiences this summer. And then I actually had a night where I was out in the city, out late in the night. Like I was like, check me out. I'm still young. I'm still young. I'm still young. I went to 67 Orange, our spot, like our go-to
East
Harlem spot.
Harlem. Yeah,
Huh? Yeah, Harlem.
that's
And
right. That's East Harlem, right?
oh yes, East.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to say East. So
Sure.
somebody fact check us. Somebody fact check us, please.
Yes.
But yeah, I was with Dowries, and we were there chatting up, having a good time, catching up. And afterwards, she went home, but I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna stay there for one more drink. Let me stay. And that's like when you go to
So,
Mm-hmm. And when you're
yes.
there, when you go to places by yourself, of course, people are more gravitated to you. Next thing you know, I start like talking to this lady there. Next thing you know, we leave the bar where they're having drinks, we're partying. Now I look,
Oh,
it's like 4 a.m. I was like, oh no, I gotta get to church. Father God, forgive me.
you really cannot beat a summer in New York. Like, places are awesome, places are amazing. Yes. Put me on a plane, sure. But like a New York summer, a Brooklyn summer, top tier. Top. You
I
just don't know where the night's going to take you, is what it is.
You don't know. You do not know. And my night just went, they were dope people to spend the night with, her friends. It was a dope night. I mean, I probably won't see them ever again, but it was such a fun random.
Hey, we still have a story to tell.
Exactly. It was such a dope night, and I felt like I needed it. And yeah, I was in church with, feeling like I just needed some sleep, but
But-
needed to church.
And you got home at 4?
Got home about 4, took a little nap, took a shower, and just made it to church. I was
My
hurting.
recovery time used to be. No, ma'am. The Lord knows my heart. I'm gonna have to catch it online in the bed. Put it on.
I was
No.
I was hurting. I was hurting. But
Yes.
it was one of those nights, and it was sometimes you just need one of those nights. So
Me too.
yeah, those are like snippets of my summer.
And if I recall correctly, you haven't been, out of town in a minute. So you were way overdue for a trip.
I know. That was my first international trip in 4 years. I mean, I've done domestic, yeah. I've done domestic trips prior to Turks and Caicos was 2020, literally a week before the shutdown. I was in Chicago.
Got
And I felt like that just kind of I was
it.
I wasn't in a good space like many people.
Fair.
So
Yeah.
just even traveling, something that I hold so dear to my heart. I was so nervous to do it again. I just felt like I left it in such a, like everyone, traumatizing way. So I was just kind of didn't want to travel during that time. I wanted to experience traveling how I used to, just so freely. So
Right.
yeah, I just wanted to. So that's why it took me a while to get back out there and just.
Girl, I don't blame you because I remember because I did the 3 different countries, and when I had got to Amsterdam, and because I'm still keeping the mask on,
Mhm.
the dude who picked us up from the airport was like, "Oh no, we don't have COVID here." I said, "Oh, that's how we move in? Oh, okay." Do you know I definitely came back with the Omicron? Like,
Oh no! And you see, they don't got COVID over there. We don't got COVID.
right, right. Like everyone was outside. When you in the bars, it's nice and close knit. I mean, I guess even us, we have at least the decency before to at least walk in with the mask and then take it off. Nah, that wasn't happening.
I
I
know.
mean, I made it, so we all right. But
Why did we
yeah,
do on the mask to make it seem like just to take it off? Why did we do that?
Yes, with a little piece of, they still doing it too, with a little piece of, plastic that only go up to about here. Like COVID just gonna stop right there. Cool, got it. Heard you. Heard you.
I can't. Why do we do that?
But yeah,
But
I mean,
yeah,
I get it. They're in society. They outside. Like that's, I guess, because I am a New Yorker, and it felt very like normal to just be walking around all the place and like, oh, let me stop into here, let me dip into here, let me. I appreciated that because I feel like I don't know these rats. They don't want me to be outside past 7 p.m. Cause when that sun fall, scary times, and I don't business. Okay, I don't. I
so
don't.
shocked about last weekend with the rats just Bushwick. Anytime I'm in Bushwick, I'm just already on edge. But that's a
I need to stop going to that side of town because my blood pressure can't take it. It can't. It's one thing to see you, but when I hear you without seeing you and I can't really figure out where you at, we gotta rock. Even in my thigh high boots, like they have ups. I've seen Rat Olympics. I don't remember when by Lafayette, by the courts, there used to be a ledge, and I seen the motherfuckers doing this. This. Survival of the fittest. I know y'all got ups. I know this because I've seen it. So yeah, take me to another side of town.
no, it's very real.
No platform. No, thank you. I'm good. Oh, and if it's garbage day, no ma'am. No ma'am.
I
Where's
can't.
Eric Adams? Stay out the clubs and do something about this. Cause I'm sick and tired. Okay. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't even be in the streets like that. And I'm done. So
He's having his best life right now. You got
well, yeah, you got on a Halloween costume. He's still partying from that. He waiting for the Thanksgiving link up. He doing everything but being a mayor.
he's having this best time of his life. But
Yeah.
who are we? Who are we as New Yorkers? Like the crime is increasing and like
A camera light on every corner that don't even have a school on it. Yeah, mm-hmm.
I can't.
All of that.
I can't. But anyhow, what are you hoping for season 3, Marla?
Well, I mean, during this season, she's getting grown. She's going to be on the other hump of her 30s, and I just I am hopeful for living in my truth or more of it, having joy, celebrating with my people, with the ones I love. Well, let's just throw a love interest in the mix. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Why not? And just, I don't know, just honestly, just being a better version of myself every time, whether it's as a mom, as a nurse, as a friend, as a child of God. I gotta talk to that man, but those kind of things. So it's really just leveling up, giving myself grace, knowing that, like it took 34 something years to get here. It's not going to just get done in a season, but we're going to try and we're going to have fun doing it and seeing more of the world and broadening horizons and hopefully, essentially, whatever the will of God has for me, that I am in alignment with it. And yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
I like that. Yeah, I'm curious to see where things go overall. I don't know, I'm just
Mhm.
heading further and further in my faith and just really just thankful. I'm just so grateful for everything every day. And I'm just excited for season 3. See who we'll have
Yeah.
on. We have some dope guests already.
Yes.
Seeing both of us grow this season. Um, maybe be on vacation together this season. So
We owe it to ourselves. Spend some time.
yeah, so I'm just curious to see how everything falls into place.
Stay curious. That's a good place to be.
Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah,
it is. But yeah, so
I love it. Y'all better be along for the journey because it's gonna be a ride, baby.
it's gonna be a ride. It's definitely gonna be
Yeah,
a ride. And I hope you guys like let us know how was y'all summer too as well. Catch us
yeah.
up as we're catching up. Let us know how your summer was. Let us know what y'all are trying to do for honestly the last quarter of 2022.
Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, we're there.
We're,
I've seen people already with Christmas lights, so we're there.
can we talk about that? Like,
It's real. Like multiple, like a whole block. Like they know something we don't know. I don't know.
how are you skipping multiple holidays and just getting straight to Christmas?
Right to it. Right to it.
It's like August barely finishes and like September hits and it's like we're in Christmas.
Yeah. No, right there. Jingle bells and everything.
So yeah, this last
I'm here for some fan season, but like, can we not rush everything else?
and I think that's the issue with us in general. We just rushing everything.
Everything. Like,
Everything.
sit down.
Like for real, sit down. Be humble.
Everything has its season. Everything has its season.
Literally.
Chill.
Literally. Literally.
So,
But
so.
at any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Welcome back. I'm excited. We're
Yes.
excited. Let us know your thoughts. Comment, follow,
Mm-hmm.
subscribe. We'll be
For
seeing
that.
y'all on Sundays and let us know everything along the way.
Yes.
All
Love y'all for queen it.
right. Bye.
Bye.